I will lead us in prayer, guys. Feel free to join us as we bow our heads and lead us into this.
Do you pray with your hands up? Do you put them out? Do you put them together? Is there a particular method
I
that you
usually
use?
put my hands out like as a give. We'll go ahead and pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you have given us, that we are able to wake up and rejoice that we are alive and well, and be able to enjoy the little things, which is playing video games with your friends from afar. I don't know why I'm thanking you, Lord, that we're about to play this game. Let this game be a metaphor of how we get closer to you and be better of who you are. Be better versions of us with your light. Yes, your word is a light unto our feet and a light into my path. And Lord, that I am now still feeling the effects of what hell may be like, because my sauna of a bedroom is a good example, because my AC is still broken. And I pray that you come through and you redeem me and deliver me from the hell of my bedroom.
Oh, that's gonna be us, little barbecue nomies and Tabithas. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I was a
Okay, this is not gonna be good. You have somebody who's afraid of heights, even in the first flip off the keyboard. We've only jumped on the first time.
Oh my god!
I'm scared.
How are you feeling? Are you okay? Trust the process. That's us screaming.
Yelling at me.
Thanks for, making our friendship stronger, man. I feel like we've reached a new level here.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Am I coming through? What is it that Nomi always says? Like, come through. No better way to start a righteous Monday. Yep, I'm loud. Okay, gotta make sure I'm on the right side of history here too when it comes to my streaming. Nothing quite like starting your morning with chaos and being chained together while falling to your doom. Those were good times indeed. I'm a little bit of a hot mess this morning. I thought I had everything together, and like right before I went to bed last night, I was like, I should set up my stream for tomorrow morning. And like a fool, I did not. I'm like, it'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Okay. But I had like this cute little tag I was going to say, and dear God, my eyebrows need to be brushed, and I lost my eyebrow brush, and so they just kind of look really weird. Here, what if we just go, wow, now I look like an anime character or something. I can't handle Brush Hour is off to a great start this morning. Happy Monday. I know normally I go live on Tuesdays, but we're mixing things up a little bit because, like I've said before, my streams have been all over the place. There's not really been a lot of organization. I mean, as much as I tried to, due to family reasons and emergencies and whatnot. But here we are. And I was going to do all like this professional kind of intro. I was going to be like, bam, bam, bam. Hey, there's this. Welcome in, everybody. And then I forgot my coffee, and then I washed my gloves last night, or actually this morning, and then I put them in the dryer, and then as I was running to get to the stream, I forgot I need my glove because they were really dirty. I think I need to get new ones. The stains came out pretty good. I don't understand why these are dirty, because it's not like I'm doing digital artwork. There should be nothing on the screen that should be causing grime to build up on my glove. Unlike traditional where you get the famous smudge. So instead of getting a smudge here, I'm not sure why, but it's getting on the fingers. So, and it is a little bit loose, so maybe I just need to get a new one or something like that. Somebody bought me recently on my Amazon wish list a corgi one, which is so cute. I don't know where it is. We're off to a really great start today. But welcome in. I'm Dreaming Tabitha, an artist here on YouTube. And if you don't know what I do, I primarily do chibis, and I like to make little funny videos of my gaming expeditions with my friends and then kind of turn them into stuff. But not only that, I do commission work, which is what I'm going to finish off today. I'm going to let you guys into the world of Tabitha and her process. Sort of. But let's say hi to the wonderful, amazing dreamers in the chat. I see over on Kick, where I am also live. Links are in the description below. Grape says good morning, and Tabitha and crew like a fool. And Retro Collective says good morning. A Troubled Green says good morning. And I have a little dancing cat emoji over there. And people are laughing. And Grape has sent like a fool hype. He sent 10 kicks over there. Lightning bolt. I appreciate that muchly. I see you, sir, and I salute you. Alicia says, girl, I've been up with a cranky 1-year-old since 3:30. You're good company. Yeah, okay. I've been up since 6, and I went to bed at like midnight. And I know it's not the same because I did not have a cranky 1-year-old keeping me up all day. But, you know, it is what it is. And then over here on the YouTube side, DL coming in hot as always with everything but the kitchen sink. If you become a member of the channel or you get gifted a membership, you get access to all the really fun little emotes. I need to put a like a fool emote here on YouTube, right? That's probably what I should do. I need to do that. Larry Knight says, it's almost Tabitha time. It is Tabitha time now. Logical Spark says, good morning. A2D2 is here. Cavatino says, good morning, everyone. Spider Unlimited. Mountain Mutt, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Nomi puts her hands out like a fool. Yes, she does. By the way, thank you, everybody, who bought the Like a Fool shirts. They are no longer available because they were limited time, but you can still get your Like a Fool sticker if you want. I know a couple of you got stickers. Most everybody got t-shirts, and thank you for showing. I didn't think that this was going to be something that caught on. Like, it was kind of just a joke. We can, if you're new here, we can play the video later on if you want to have context for why I drew my friend perished, deceased, and called her a fool. There's a whole thing about that. Again, that's kind of what we do here, right? Ain't so? It's kind of what we do here. Jonathan, the artistic adventurer, says, right on time. I try to be. I'm not Nomi. I try to be right on time. Nomi needs to be in a horror movie. Well, the way things are going, it's Maria says Tabitha. Maria, we gotta get Maria a fund so that she can get a PC, because apparently her Mac won't let her play certain games with us, and we are sad about that. So we might have to do a fundraiser to get Maria a brand new computer or a new laptop or something like that, because it's ridiculous and we can't be playing games together. We were trying to play Repo the other day, and I was telling Maria, oh, you should join us. She's like, I can't. I have a Mac. I don't have a PC. And I was like, oh, we're playing Fortnite. Maria, come join us. I can't. I have a Mac. I don't have a PC. Rubbish. I Canalus, hello, good morning, good morning. Mando Unchained, hello. Yeah, it's just another manic Monday. Samurai Bun Tabitha, I apologize for my hair this morning. That is something that I'm usually a stickler about. I was in this place where I was last night. I'm like, should I go jogging? I didn't go jogging. Shame on me, I know. So then my mindset is, because it takes a lot to, well, I say it takes a lot, but you know, like the drying, the washing, the drying, the styling, all this kind of stuff, which I enjoy doing, but it still takes time. It's like, I need to go jogging today. No ifs, ands, or buts. Gots to go jogging today. I do not feel like washing my hair 2 days in a row. So I was going to do that today, and then I just threw it up in the messy bin. It's not terrible, but I like to bring the, you know, the luscious locks to the channel when I can. Looks like I bought my Like a Fool shirt just in time. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Can't wait for my mustard t-shirts to arrive. That's right. Uncomfortable mustard brown. You caught a stream in your free time? 100%. Let's go through these. I have your Chibi, Beetlejuice, and Lydia on my laptop. People at the pub always, oh, that's awesome. I need to put those in my store. I've been slowly trying to update that with my old merchandise as well as my new merchandise. And it makes it hard. Zachariah, what hello? Good morning, good morning, good morning. A PC is better than a laptop, easier to upgrade. Okay. We'll work on it. Maria, we'll work on it. We enjoy Maria's company, don't we, chat? And so, number one, she has her own streaming channel, Unlocking Lore. And then, did you create a new gaming channel? I don't remember, but you do on Kick, right? And so it's like she does the gaming. Maria's been a wonderful asset to harass and be not, mean to Moss and everything like that. So, naturally, we need to get her on up. No ifs, ands, or buts, and especially no throwing coconuts. 100% DL with the 199. Tabitha, you couldn't look bad if you wanted to. Ha! Ha! I would challenge you, but I'm too vain to prove to you that I could. But I appreciate the sentiment. I don't have anything for the one. I need to make it like a nice little, all I got, we'll give you Maria. So they're going to try to take these. For $1, you get Maria. Okay. Enough with the gifty gabby gab. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. Please be sure to hit the like button if you're over here on YouTube. And if you're over on Kick and you're new, please feel like subscribing, following, throw me some kicks, whatever. We are going to be doing spooky season gaming. So as far as I know, all right, one last little plug. Maybe. As far as I know, Nomi and I are supposed to be starting up couples therapy tonight. We're supposed to be returning to the Arctic cold mountains of wherever, of destiny, to rescue Sevi and Joe. But the last time we made plans, she abandoned me. So here's hoping. Actually, should I just text her right now and just see if she's awake? She should be. She's at work. And see if it's actually, and then I'll let you guys know. There's so much more worth more than $1. Are they though? Are they? All right. You know what? Let me text our dear friend, Narmi. Narmi without you. If you wanted to look her up on YouTube. Here we go. Are we good for couples therapy tonight? Be like, the chat wants to know. When it comes to Nomi, I wouldn't hold my breath. Nomi's been a really great friend. She's just a terrible streamer. All right. So, all right. Narmi without fools. Ooh, that sounds like a nice little, I don't know, album or something like that. All right. $2 for Maria's what? I mean, to be fair, I gave the Maria what for $1.99. So it was almost $2, but not quite. Not quite. So let me bring in round of applause here for our guest today, which by guest, I just mean my drawing. You can see over here, there we go, that I have commissions open. That probably needs to be bigger, but I've been hired quite recently, quite frequently, and I just picked up a new commission piece yesterday, but I picked up one last week. And so if some of you are on the Twitterverse, you might be familiar with High Tide, even here on YouTube. He's been doing a lot of video editing for Fear the Beardo and Drunk 3PO and stuff like that. And he commissioned me or hired me to do a commission piece of a character. And I always ask, hey, can I live stream? Is that cool with you? And he's like, yeah, sure. So as you can clearly see, this is pretty much done. However, he asked for 2 facial expressions. So we're going to try to figure out what's the best one. This one should be a really quick one. And then I have another one that I need to start. So have I been finishing other ones? Of course. Why did I miss one? No, Maria doesn't know, does she? She don't know. Okay. So I go into my world of layers here. And of course, I've duplicated everything to the umpteenth time. And we're going to get rid of the mouth. And then we go and find the colors. And we're going to get rid of this as well. So the mouth, as far as the mouth is concerned, we're starting with a clean slate. That's a pretty cool character. I really, really like this guy. Liar, what are you talking about? artists have a hard time finishing. They do, but I'm like, this guy's great. I don't think there's anything that I would change about him. Like one of the rare times, Maria, you're witnessing it. One of the rare times where I'm like, it is finished. Well, this one's not because I have to finish. Hi, OG. Hello. Artists do have a hard time finishing. One day, I'm going to finish my Dan Vass portrait. One day. I'm going to go back to oil painting, although it's been over a year now. And I don't know if I'll remember everything that I have henceforth learned because I have crossed over to digital, but I think it'll be okay. All right. So I'm looking up some references. Let me double check what the client said once again. By the way, you can feel free to hire me. Email me at dreamingtabitha@gmail.com if you are interested. Let me go back. I think he said a resting face is what he wanted. He wanted one where he was talking, and then he wanted one with a resting face. So a resting face, I mean, like I said, this could be really simple, and then I'll just mail it off to him and be like, hey, what about this? So let me get my color palette here. It is. I will say the thing that I probably will change just to match is that the thickness of the arm over here doesn't match the thickness of everything else that's in here. And so I might either shave that off a little bit or add on. I kind of like the thicker lines because it adds some drama to it. It mixes things up so it's not quite as flat. So I think what I will do is just go into specific areas and thicken up the line work. But first, I mean, a resting face. I should have asked him and that's where, the client, the relationship between the client and the creator is like, okay, just constant back and forth. He and I have been in constant contact with one another about like, hey, so I did, it's like a resting face. He's already got the really strong brows up here. So any expression I do, he's always going to look a little cheeky or a little angry. So you know what I'm saying? So a resting, let me double check to make sure I have the proper understanding of what a resting face is. I know they always refer to Jeremy Renner resting face, like that's a whole meme, or there's Kristen Stewart. There you go. So yeah, just kind of I have no expression, although these people do not look delightful at all. Good morning, it's Chrysanth, our favorite wallflower. I haven't seen you around in a while. How are you today? Hair as crazy as always, or are you in a dehumidified atmosphere? All right, resting face. I mean, let's got the proper line work here. I mean, that's pretty much it. And that's how I do commissions. Hire me. That's all the work. No, I mean, let me look at it. It's a little bit crooked, but it's amazing how sometimes it's literally that quick. The little alterations. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to let my mind kind of bask in this. We're going to duplicate again, and I'm going to go ahead and thicken up some of the line work. It's not even a question. Did I even have to ask? All right, so let's just go in. And I've been debating because the past couple of commission pieces, it was like, should I stream, right? Because it's one of those things where you want to have that private time to think. You don't really want people judging you for what you're doing. I mean, they're going to do it anyway, but it's hard to get out of that mentality. And I was like, we're just going to try it. I mean, this is me stepping out of my comfort zone. It's like, ooh, that's kind of cool because it goes with his eyebrow. Like it's a nice little swoosh into his face. We'll see. I don't have to stick with this. It's fine. But because oftentimes I like to listen to audiobooks or just music, or I'll watch other streamers. Like I think Smooth the DJ right now, shout out to Smoo. I think he's playing video games. Sometimes I just hang with Smoo in his chat. And you're just always subjected to other people's opinions and their ideas. And sometimes you really just need that quiet space to create and focus, especially when it's for somebody else. And then you're always worried that person's going to come into your chat and be like, Tabitha, it's not what I want. So that's why I'm starting off with pretty much a completed piece. And then we'll just clean things up from there. You miss yeah, well, we miss you. You always bring interest to the table in the morning. Come to the brush hour. Well, there was like this really cool little saying I had, something about a jam and traffic or something. I can't remember what it was anymore. I don't remember. Killian Murphy's resting face on Graham Norton show where yeah, his face is always. Hey, it's Demanjanai. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Oh man, great. I knew it. I'm on blast. Hi, high tide. You make me nervous. No, so well, I mean, you're here in the chat. Like, I'm kind of experimenting with some of the line work here just to see if it. I don't know if you were how long you've been here. Just because I made the line work on the arms quite thick, and I thought if I would balance that out in a couple of areas, then I was going to send it to you and see. Now, as far as resting face is concerned, high tide, I'm like nervous now. He scared me. He's laughing at me. You guys are all laughing at you're jerks. It's okay. I invited this into my life. What do we think? I mean, hi Ty, here we go. We can fix this in real time. I'm looking at references of a lot of people's resting faces. And I mean, this is pretty much it. It's a line. Would you like it to be like a slightly happier resting face? Or, you know, this one's a little bit more, I don't like the you know, this one makes him look a little older. It's interesting. I was doing a drawing yesterday with somebody who smiles a lot, right? I'll just throw it out there. It was Robert Irwin. I was doing a chibi of Robert Irwin. And fascinating because when he smiles, he's got the parentheses going on, right? And a lot of times, especially with the chibis and stuff like that, you'll do this to indicate really like almost like chubby cheeks and happiness and stuff like that. But I was trying to draw Robert's chibi a little more accurate with this, but it constantly made him look older. So something I just throw that out to consideration is the tiniest little things will do that. So I mean, he looks pretty cool like this. I would say that with that slight change in here, especially with the type of body that he has, it makes him look more mature. Because obviously with chibis, they're very cutesy. So it just adds a little element of maturity to the chibi if I have it like that. So, I mean, if you like it like that, we could leave it that way. I do think I did this on the wrong. Did I do that on the wrong layer? No, I didn't. But I'm gonna just kind of go. I'm gonna let that stay there for a second, and just try to thicken things up a little bit here, just because I want to see if it balances it. If not, I can always chisel things off. I don't want to put too many thick areas here, but I would like there to be some consistency with the thickness. Got to get down with the thickness. Ooh, oh, too big of a brush. I was so afraid high tide was going to show up, and sure enough. The thicker line work, yeah, to balance it out, kind of have it here and there, because I don't have it, you know, like you can see in the elbow, it got a little thinner. Same thing over here as well in this little area. So thicker lines. Okay. What do we think? You like the thicker line work? Great. What do we think about the face? Like I said, it's got a little bit, because of the eyebrows, of course, it's going to be always a little snarky no matter what his expression. I do kind of like this kind of arrow mouth here, like I said, because it does add some maturity given the fact that he is a jacked up guy. This guy looks like he's on the last end of a college jock is what I'm getting the vibe of. Let's see. I think I'll stick to the edges over here. I want to say thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to work on this. It's been fun. I love this character. Like when he was telling me to do a water character, I was a little bit scared. A little bit scared because let's see. Because of the fact that water can be tricky to do. Because water doesn't have a shape. You know, when you're working with an abstract subject like water, like how do I make water look good? Yeah, I can do splashes and stuff. But if your client doesn't want your character to be made out of splashes, then you have to figure out what kind of shape. Fortunately, High Tide was great in giving me like direction, and like he wanted like kind of a twist and a slope, and these are shapes I can work with, right? And so I'm really appreciative for his communication skills in telling me exactly what he wanted. I think that's pretty good. We got one down there. Yeah, because it's kind of, I was using kind of like the darker lines as like shadow work as well. So we've got some here. I feel like, let's see, I'm kind of step back, kind of assess, because you don't want things to take away from the face, right? We want it to always be enhancing. I would say that his face, you like the mouth? Okay, perfect. Look at that. Let's see, is this too thick? Oh, that's kind of cool, though. I don't know if you can tell. Let me get a different color, and I'm going to walk you through something that I see as an artist. Something that I see is, even though right over here we've got this little arrow thing coming out, what's really cool about the dark line here that I am seeing is that this kind of flows nicely like this, and then your eye kind of goes up this way and then back around into the face. So, I mean, that's for me personally, of course. I think that's nice, which it just has this kind of weird circular motion. When I say weird, I just mean because it's not really a circle, but it is. It's the idea that it's flowing back down into the face. Personally, really like that. I mean, High Tide, you're in charge. I'm trying to look at it. I don't know. Maybe one more. I don't want to add too many more line work pieces to this because I like the flow, but I'm thinking that maybe is this going over top of the white? It is. Okay, where's the white at? What happens if I move this above? Oh, no, can't do that. All right. We can work with this. It's fine. It's fine. I've got my ways. Let's just give this a try. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a blast playing the Reap. Oh, that's nice. Hang on. Just a little, literally 1 pixel will do. Okay, I think that it kind of changes the flow. So let me explain something here for good measure. I don't think this hurts it, but it does interrupt the flow of what I was talking about, right? Remember I said it kind of goes like this, goes up and then back down to the face. Now what this does with even just that little dark spot, it kind of goes down this way, up and over. And then kind of, it just, I know you might not be able to see it. It's just, again, this is kind of like what artists are trained to, what like we learn, we kind of get trained to see is like, does this help bring it back to the face? It kind of brings it back full circle. Instead of bringing it back into the face like this, it now brings it just around in full circle, which neither of those are bad. It's just, this is then where it comes into preference. I would say that I do like the line over here. I think that it kind of helps ground it. I'm just kind of checking things out where else this could be. If I add any other dark lines like up the top here or even over here, it will disrupt the flow. Because like I said, at the end of the day, we want it to all be about the face. So I'm thinking, I'm just looking at it in the screen here because it's a little bit further away and sometimes you need to step back. I'm wondering, there's like in this area could use, oh, I didn't finish that area. It could use a little bit of love. Thanks for the views over there on Kick. I'm Dreaming Tabitha, an artist here on, well, Kick and YouTube. We are working on a commission piece and just fine tuning everything. I wonder if this is going to be too much here. Fine tuning a piece and then hopefully getting started with another one. All right, let's just kind of see where this goes. I don't think that hurt anything, but I think it kind of balanced it out a little bit, but it almost didn't do enough. Sorry, who are we drawing? Tuned out for a second. This is a original character, I guess. It's this gentleman right here. he asked for a character drawing, and I'm assuming we're basing it around his logo. I used the colors of his logo so that they match for this. Whatever his purposes are for this character, I don't know. Not my concern. So that's what we're working on. That little bit kind of helped. I think it didn't take too much away. So then we also something like having these points too, like where's the most drama. So you've got like this point over here and this point here. So again, it kind of you could even look at it kind of like an X, and which is okay because as long as it goes back into the face, that's good. I think he's fairly balanced out, except for maybe I'm gonna play around. I don't want to do too much down here because it's pretty good. But let's see. Let me zoom back out here. Where am I? Oh, okay. Look, friend, you can't just be coming in here writing paragraphs about whatever and nonsense. So Tabitha did a piece for me here a while back, and I was extremely pleased. I wouldn't hesitate for a second to have her do another. Great, thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. Is it meant to be an 18 plus stream? Well, with these abs, no. I'm not really sure why it does the 18 plus. I'm not sure how that works with Kick. 18 plus. I come on, like you guys all know my friends. If anybody's family friendly around here, it is Tabitha. If there's anybody here you can trust your children with, it would be Tabitha for the most part, depending on which way you lean. I don't know why it says 18 plus. I'm not in mature audience only. Oh dear God, let me save that. Turn that off. Oh my. Glad y'all had fun with Repo's Risky Butter Biscuit. Love the avatar, by the way. Told you it was fun. Also, good morning, dreamers. That's right. Good morning, JPS. Okay, so I'm trying to look at this make sure it doesn't interrupt the flow. Because, also water is meant to be, when I say fluid, I know it's fluid. I know itself, but in the sense of a adjective, it's meant to be flowing. It's amazing to me how water can be, if you will. We know that it's gender neutral, but as far as aesthetics go, it can be such a masculine image or object versus, and also very feminine. It's a very yin yang kind of thing. I mean, the power of water, the destruction of water, but then the gentleness and the peace that water brings. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like water is like the I'm going to sound totally like one of these Greenpeace Earth First people, but it's true. I think that there's an element of okayness with Greenpeace first. Earth First. God gave us the world to protect. He gave it to us to enjoy. We're meant to take care of our planet. But it's just like if there was, I would say if there's like an object in the world that kind of represents God in a great way, it definitely would be like water. Okay, see, that looks a little too thick. Again, it's like we have been embedded with traits and things like that from God. God created man and woman, and let me see where my colors at. Where my colors at? This one here. I don't like these little snippets hanging out here. We gotta clean that mess up. Let's look around. Just because God puts himself in it, like I would say maybe the sweet nature of women, that's part of, God's personality. And not that men can't be sweet, but talking about that nurturing aspect that comes a little bit, maybe I would say easier to women, more natural to women. Yeah, there's it. And then there's the mindset that men have that's very different from women's most of the time. And that's part of God as well. And so water just seems to be kind of like this, one of these elements that just kind of represents God in so many different ways. When it comes to gender too. I kind of like these little bits here. It doesn't match perfectly over here, and I'm kind of okay with that because that's water. There's never, what did we learn from Pocahontas? You never step in the same river twice. Yeah. Other than Sevi, nobody uses partial language in your streams. Are you kidding? Have you streamed with my friend? Have you watched all my friends? Have you watched all? Have you seen who I play with? Oh, we got a little schmudge over here. Now I'm just kind of cleaning up some things. Give myself a break and I'll go back to I'll go back to the line work. What is this? Okay. All right. Back to the line work. Let's get back on the line. Hold the line. Okay. So I had thought about, because you get them riled up, and my friends will throw down a bomb or two as needed. I wonder if that's kind of unnecessary, because again, we want all the attention to be at the top. Oh, I kind of like that. And just a little bit there. Golf with your friends got me once. Tabitha is PG to PG-13. She doesn't have a mouth like Sevi. It's true. It's true. It's just not my kind of lingo. The scandal. I'm very scandalous. You guys don't even know. You mean like a roll tide? From what I understand, Moss doesn't do it regularly. He's one of those people where it's like if the situation calls for it. I think I don't want to put too much line work at the base so that everything kind of stays up here. But what I will do, although High Tide said he liked it, but let me just kind of figure out where. Maybe it's this line here that's a little too much, I think. I'm going to play with it for a second here. Maybe it's an abundance of things. Oh, okay. I kind of like that. That made a huge difference. Like, it's still thick, but thinning it up on the shoulder so that way it's not competing with the face. Again, always coming back to the face. No, I did think that there, that's what I thought. There was a gap there. And we don't allow that. We want clean, precise work here to the best of our abilities. I think I need to clean up this blur a little bit. Let me find, where's my colors? Is it this one? Yep, it'd be clean line. Oh, we got a smidge. Got a smidge missing. Inspection. There we go. And then we've got a smidge on the outside. Oh, now we got to find out. Let's see. I got to use the trick to find where this is at. Yeah, what level? 14. That's such a great trick. Okay, I have several 14s. So it's this one. Ah, perfect. There's a couple more. See, got to go and search the edges. We got to be thorough. I don't want there to be a reason that if you turned this into a sticker or something, that it would be thrown off by a pixel in the ether that you can never find. It's not how we roll in the Shire. Oh, wrong one. Nope, that's not the right one. What color? Aha. There we go. Is that one too? Nope. What color? Oh, interesting. Okay. There we go. Okay. Go around the edges. I think we could clean this one up a little bit too. This is like I don't mind this part of the process, but this is definitely the tedious part. You know, just when you get to pretty much the final aspect, it's like, okay, let me double check. Let me clean. Here we go. Clean some things up. I look in the line work here, and I don't know if you can see that, but there's some pixels that are not whole. So we need to make sure that that gets cleaned up. Fill that in. There we go. Meticulous work here. Going around. Everything's looking good. Oh. There we go. Everything's looking good. I think we'll clean that up too. Yeah. Oh, I don't like this though. There we go. I don't like. Oh, let me bring that back. There we go. Don't like that. This looks a little. There we go. Oh, we got some color missing. Hang on. Let's get the right color here. I think this is the nope, it's not the right color. You've caught me at my time of mumble. What color is this? There we go. Let me double check. Go back. Hers we go. Okay, go back around. I think I'll clean that up right there. Yep. I don't mind the gap. The gap was intentional, but there we go. It's got to be a nice gap. Got to be a clean, intentional. Aha. Like right there is not intentional. Wait a minute. Go back. What did I see? Nope. I swear, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm streaming and like this is normal behavior, I'd probably sound like an old fool, like a hermit or something that lives in the woods, just muttering to herself as I go around doing this. What are you guys doing? Oh my gosh. Here we go. Clean this line up that I missed. And then go around. We're nearing the finish line. Here we go. Let me go find the blurs. No, that's not it. Where are the blurs? Clean that up. I mean, this is how it is. Like, this is how it be. Oh, this one's. Did I leave them outside the line on purpose? No, I don't think so. Cancel. And then, is it this one? Yes. Sometimes I do that for an artistic purpose. Sometimes I don't, it's just gotta, but I want to make sure I'm consistent. Go around. I did do these ones on purpose, not this part here. I'm gonna clean it up. But these gaps here, I did leave that on purpose. I did. Just on the edges, we talked about that too. We worked our way through. I don't have it matching on that side because I don't know. It just was a weird artistic choice. I can't say I did it for any specific reason, but I thought it looked really cool. And I think it just worked with the fact that all this water was flaring out over here, if that made sense, kind of dissipating a little bit. But yeah, let me see. Who am I missing? Ah, it's Mouse. Good morning. Hello. Only time a game got a curse out of me was Ark Survival. I heard a noise behind me and turned to see a Carno with its head 3 feet. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, it comes for us all. Look, I do my best to have a clean mouth and all that and use the words that I think are appropriate for a follower of Christ, but I'm not above exclamations in certain situations. I mean, I ask God to forgive me and I'd be like, I'm sorry. I blame Moss. Some games had levels. It's not the games that do that. It's more of when my technology fails. I mean, if I'm going to be real with all of everything, you're going to make High Tide go to the gym more often with those. I'm telling you, like, this guy is impressive. He's impressive. Do I partake in beer? No. I don't. Good morning, Freddie. Hello, and it's Bagels. Hello, hello. Let me see. What? You heard what I said. No. If anybody I was to blame, it would be Sevi for sure. But Sevi's so sweet. I totally haven't been stalling to install my upgraded router for 6 weeks because I know it's going to lead to fresh. Yes. Yeah. That was like the other night when Nomi and I were going to play Fortnite. Stuff just started to not work. And it had worked the day before. And, I don't like being late. Like we said, we were going to game. And I hate being late. And of course, things are out of my control. And it's fine because stuff happens and people understand. But at the same time, it's like, this was literally working yesterday. Okay, what is the deal? What's the los? All right, so here's our little aquatic man, our water man. I think he's pretty. Oh, there they are. Yep. The smidges. All right, let's see. Where can we find? Nope, it's the water. It's the science. Here it is. You gotta check and double and triple check. I've been checking the entire time I've been creating. Oh, and see, look. Can you see that? Right there. Look at that schmidge. It's gonna ruin the entire picture. Look at that. Look how it distorts the entire thing. There we go. All right, where is it? There it is. Literally 1 pixel out of a million. And I'm like, can't have it. There we go. Rubbed out of existence. I don't know. I don't like that. Oh, it gives a little bit of highlight. Nice. Okay, these ones. Look how messy these water drops are. Unprofessional. Okay, let's fix this. Which ones are they? These ones. Yeah, unacceptable behavior. Unacceptable. Oops. Oh, Nomi ever text me back about couples therapy? Should be like, look. This is true. 100% he is. 100%. I should make a little video about the Alt F4 situation. Fantastic. I really should. I should just throw those things on my shop and just make so if anybody wants them, they can, but they, they can be a part of the adventure, part of the story. Oh, is my chat frozen over here? No, it's good. Let me double check. Good. Thanks for bringing some peace to my troubled and still sick body this morning. Freddie, I hope you feel better. No fun being sick ever. I don't know what the weather is like where you're at, but here in Florida, it's warm. I hate being sick when it's warm. I don't like being sick when it's cold, but like, I don't know, when it's warm outside, it feels like everything is just yicky, and nobody likes that. Feel better, Freddie. Prayers for Freddie. Oh, here we go. We got some more stuff. Spooky season is upon us. And I was watching My Nerdy Home and Disparu playing a game last night that Sevi wanted me to participate in. And I'm like, I just don't know that I can do this, Sevi. I just don't know. It's just the Outlast trials. Now, it was entertaining to watch other people play it. I will admit that. And there's an intriguing concept behind it. But at the same time, I was like, I know that I'm just so freaking sensitive to these things. I just don't think I can handle it. What layer is this? Oh, well, that didn't help me at all. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. That's it right there. Oh, I'm erasing the blue stuff. Nope. Here we go. Clean that up. Okay. Oh. Some more on the outside. This one's quite ugly too. Let's fix that. Okay. We're nearing the finish line. Nearing the finish line. So then what time is it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Do gots to go groceries shopping today. I gotta go jogging today. I gotta do it for the science. Now, why is this black? That bothers me. Is this the line work? No, surely. It is. Why be it black? Huh, fascinating. Okay. Just clean that up a little bit. Here, we can connect this one. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. But what is this? What is this black? This little, hang on. Hold this dot down and I click on that. What layer is that? Oh, it didn't tell me. 22. The one that I'm on. Great, perfect. There we go. I think I've gotten all the shreds of nastiness. Wait. Yep. Okay. Shreds. Wait. What is this? My goodness. What is that? I don't remember that being there. $33. The layer that I'm on. If I get rid of, okay, I don't know what happened there. I don't remember that being there. Well, that's why we do our roundabout. All right, well, great. Now I have to go through all the colors. That's fine. It's fine. We can do this. We got this. I'm not really sure where those smidges come from, but sometimes the surface just, it picks up on whatever it is that you're doing. That's unintentional. And, you could say, well, Tabitha, nobody's going to notice it. It's far away, blah, blah, blah. And I understand that. And I could cut corners here, but it's like, you want to make sure that somebody their people work hard and here we go. And you want to make sure that they get their money's worth out of it. You want to make sure that they're happy with whatever they're using. It's important. Where are we? We're in the head. So it's not that. Is it this? Nope. All right. Time to tap. 23 maybe, or 14. So let's find 23. The layers are all over the place. 23. Yep, there it is. I want to make sure I give him my best, Hey, it's Mo Zamboni. Good morning. What is that? There is too much to offend you in Outlast Trial. Surprise Sevi wanted you to play it with her. Yeah. I saw there was that one guy that kind of used a, what's it called? Taser on himself because he's messed up in the head in a weird way. And I was just like, ew. Rizkit has redeemed a posture check. Thank you, sir. Have you given up on Animal Crossing? It's the cutest spooky season game. Alasia. All right. Is this a safe space for Tabitha's true opinions? Is everybody okay? Are we ready for a hot take? I mean, if Alasia can come in my chat and tell me that my music sucks because it sounds like One Direction, I feel like I could give my thoughts on Animal Crossing. Oh. Animal Crossing was probably, how do I word this? Fine. It sucks, man. Like, there's nothing to do. I might as well just play Sims. Look, I get the appeal of it because of the fact that it's just a simple game that well, I say simple, but like there's a lot of intricacies when it comes to decorating and the simulation thereof. I just I it is just okay. It's too, I don't want to say it's too simple for me because I mean, like Sims kind of was too. And I was addicted to Sims until I told myself, I could make myself better instead of trying to make some computer character better. I can see why it's a relaxing game, but for me, it sucks. Like it was like the worst, whatever, $40, $50 I spent on a game. I mean, it was kind of cool to be able to participate with other people like Dr. Rachel and Krista and My Nerdy Home and the others where we were, but it's like I literally found myself in a place where I was as a child where um I was trying to hang out with the cool cutesy girly girls and I was just there like I want to play soccer. I want to climb a tree. That's exactly how I felt playing Animal Crossing with all the other girls, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you got this book!" And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'm just telling you my mental capacity when I was playing it. There is nothing wrong with Animal Crossing. It's cute, and I think there's a lot of little cute elements to it, and it is a perfect relaxation game, especially if you love to just decorate and organize and everything. So there's nothing wrong with that. For me personally, that's just when I found myself like there's nothing to do, and all the women are googling over flowers and vases and chairs, and I'm like, I need to go shoot something. Yeah, see, if you're not into interior decorating, which I am, it could not be your thing. Yeah. Now, I like it in certain games. So, for example, Alasia, if Animal Crossing had um adventures, which I thought that's what it was going to be, then that would have been fine because like Skyrim eventually like you could build like in Skyrim you could build your house, you could decorate it, you could store your treasures and display your swords and all this kind of stuff. So you could spend hours doing that, which I have done. But then you go on your adventure and you go and slay dragons and you explore mines and all this kind of stuff. I was hoping that Animal Crossing was going to have adventures, and when I found out that it was just I mean, I know that they do have some things that you need to finish and do, but it's like, okay, so we're just wandering around the island, fishing, catching butterflies, literally. It was not for me. That's my hope for the next game. I do hope they open up the world more and give you more to do, especially with your friends on your island. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. Achilles Jones, where are you at? There he is. Hey, Achilles Jones. My wife loves those games. It's not a bad game. For me, it is a boring game. Now, for somebody like Alasia and Dr. Rachel and all the others, this is a game that they enjoy. Good for them. It is nice to have a game that you can just return to at any given moment and be happy about it. I was like that with Skyrim. You could just go to Skyrim at any point in time and be like, I'm home. This is it. Everybody's got a game like that, I think. Animal Crossing is not mine. I haven't played that thing in over a year because it's like my husband likes it and we play together. That's nice. I mean, that's sweet. That's great. I don't understand that. Like, what is there to do? You like to me, it's like outside play tab that came out. I mean, oh yeah, I am meeting you. I just want to try to be nice. I have to censor my own censor. I have to filter myself because I have discovered that sometimes, and maybe that just has to do with being half German. where it's like this constant battle in your brain where it's like, do I just say how I really feel, or do I let my American side out and just try to say how I feel, but respect other people and their feelings? I think Animal Crossing sucks. I think it's boring and it gets old fast. If they put adventures into it, then maybe I'll return to it. But right now, my entire island is probably nothing but a giant weed, and I don't know if there's any coming back from it. But I am glad that other people find pleasure in it because Alicia has a kid, man, and I'm sure she's busy doing all the mom stuff. It's nice to be able to do a game that doesn't require I don't much thinking, as far as like you don't have to determine, okay, if I interact with this person, is it going to change the outcome of the game over here? Like, simple, easy, fun. I want fun. So yeah, everybody. And then you got people like Sevi that want to play Outlast Trials, where you're the experiment of deranged people and there's blood on the walls and stuff like that. Girl, take it to GameStop and see if you can get some money back for it. Don't keep something you don't enjoy. I don't think I can. I think I got the digital download. And this is what sucks about digital downloads. I don't think I actually got the game, if you will, like tangible. But here we go. I'm going to send this off to Mr. Man, see if this meets the criteria and does what it does. If it meets where it meets, and we'll see about that. I didn't realize that doing just a mouth and cleanup was going to take an hour. So here's just some of my other commissions that I've done, some that were just, works in progress. This was how the concept art was for this water guy. Which, look at his hair. Isn't that cute? I might just have to draw a different character with this kind of cute hairdo. And then you can kind of see the progression of how things went. And so this is what we ended up to. I don't know, follow High Tide if he's on the socials and things like that. Watch his videos. That his editing is so funny, very humorous. And then my next commission is going to be featured with this little person right here. Yes, I got hired to make some Civi merch. Achilles Jones for 5. Yes. But I'll read it and then we'll play the good stuff. I saw your Oktoberfest short video. Do you have a dirndl? I couldn't see your whole outfit. Make a calendar. Hardly. I do not own a dirndl. Well, not for myself. Back in the day, Alasia probably could testify to this. She strikes me as the kind of gal who had a hope chest. Tell me I'm wrong. If you don't know what a hope chest is, you can look it up. No, hope chest. It's a very old-fashioned thing that girls used to do when marriage was the priority of the female culture. And so you would get a chest and fill it with items that you could use whenever you got married, whether it was dishes, it would be doilies, because women were really into doilies and things, just little things here and there, practical item, maybe a skillet, but girls eventually would put whatever they want to do, salt and pepper shakers, whatever they had planned for their future home, a hope chest. It was full of hope for a future with a special someone. So anyway, back to this, a dirndl. When I went to Germany the last time, I wanted to get a dirndl for my hope chest. This was years ago. I don't have a hope chest anymore. I used the stuff that was in my hope chest. I'm like, I can't wait. I am going to use my hand mixer because it needs to be used. But I got a dirndl, an authentic Bavarian dirndl for a hopefully future daughter that I do not have at the moment. And it was very, very cute. I myself do not have a dirndl. I have my grandfather's hat, which I don't remember what the name of the type of hat it is and the decorations that go on it. But I don't have it down here. But if you saw in my video that it's like a green, not like velvet hat, and it's old. You look on the inside, oh my goodness, it's old. And it was from when my grandfather was young. And my grandfather's almost 90 now. So there tells you that. And on the band, it has silver pendant things that and pins on the side, and it has, and I don't remember the name of what this officially is, but in Germany, like the hikers, and a big part of the decorative piece to a lot of the hats, especially I think from the southern counties, you would get this little silver tin thing, like almost like a tiny vase, right? A bouquet vase, and you put goat's hair into it, almost like a boutonniere, but for your hat. And it has a nice big fluffy thing of authentic goat's hair. And then it has a pin with a stag on it, a silver pin with a stag on it. And it has an actual goat's tooth hanging from it, adorned in silver. And then it's got a couple of other things on there. So it's a wonderful family heirloom. I like to consider it. And I like to wear it and just represent my people. That's not really representing my people. It kind of is, because I've got this giant thing of goat's hair sticking out of my hat. But it's fun to just embrace, let me put it that way, embrace my heritage, embrace my half of my culture in any case. But thank you, Achilles Jones, for the €5. You have automatically made it.
Today is Friday. Today is Friday.
Your sister used to have a hope chest. A lot of women did. It was kind of fun. That's the thing. I don't know if guys know this, but like women literally plan for their homes. I don't know how it is today. Girls are different now, but since the dawn of time. But girls still today, they play house and stuff like that. Girls are literally thinking about their future home life from the time they're like 6 and 7. So when women, like if you get married and you like, women are like over the top about the decorations and they get so excited about curtains and stuff like that, and you just think to yourself, it's just curtains. No, she has been planning and thinking about these curtains since before puberty hit. And it's just kind of how women are. Well, it's not just full of beer. If you watch my little video, it'll give you some more history. There's some more coming out about Oktoberfest. I'm posting it here in October because most Americans think that it's in October, which would make sense because it's called Oktoberfest. But it actually ended on Sunday. It actually starts in September and it ended this past Sunday. It doesn't actually carry on into October the way that we do. It's more than just beer. It's way more than just beer, but obviously that's a big part of it. Build a Knight Rider car? I have no idea how to build a car. Hey there, Dengard Renegade. Hello, hello. I work with a lot of interior designers. Can confirm lifelong planning. Yeah, women like Alicia said with Animal Crossing. And even when I was playing Skyrim and when I would play those games with my sister-in-law, women just love to, even in the virtual world, we like to decorate. It's kind of a calling. We like to make a house. They say that women make a house a home. Men buy houses, women make homes. So when your wife is, you're rearranging and for the 13th time, she's trying to build a nest of comfort. Now, some women do it because they're bored. That can be a sign of it, but a lot of times women rearrange. They want to make it. It's kind of like when a dog fluffs a pillow. Just keep fluffing, and then they lay down, and then they get up and they fluff again. We used to have a Yorkie, I think, that did that all the time. They would fluff and fluff and fluff and fluff, and then they would lay down and get cozy. And there was no little sigh. The little sigh. No, they got back up and started fluffing and fluffing and fluffing. And you knew the dog was finally comfortable. Like the fluff was just the right kind of fluff. When all of a sudden they would lay down and go, and then they would go to sleep. That's women. If I need furniture or anything for the house, I just eyeball it and see if it fits. Then if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Exactly. It's just a different mindset. And whenever Mrs. Moss comes into the life, it's all going to change. Sorry. I totally don't drive around neighborhoods during bulk pickup to see if there's anything good. Nope, not me. Okay, I grew up that way, and I'm okay now where I could afford a shelf from Amazon or IKEA, right? I don't have to go cherry picking in the neighborhood, but it's in there every time I see it. Every time I pass by bulk stuff on the sidewalk, and I'm like, I bet I could fix that. I bet I could just repaint that. And sometimes it's just fun. Sometimes it's just fun, right? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff on Kick. Yeah, definitely being a mom makes me want things I don't have to think about too hard. But sadly, haven't played anything for months since we're trying to sell. Yeah, yeah. Life. No, I never had one. Neither did my mom. Oh, Hope Chest. Long story. Consisting of my mom's very contentious relationship with my grandma. I was as shocked as anyone when I met Johnny. My life revolved around university and my. Oh, okay. I thought for sure Alasia would be the kind that had a Hope Chest, but I'm sure she knew what it was. I didn't realize how helpful a Hope Chest would have been once I was married and realized how much we needed. Yeah. Let's bring back the horse races to Oktoberfest. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, Stephen Jameer. Hello. We talk about everything and anything over on the Brush Hour. Yes, I had a vision for every room in our house. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it when women never stop planning their dream home until it finally happens. And even then, they're like, these dishes we've had since we first got married 40 years ago. I need new dishes. It doesn't matter that they are still working. They're still fine. It's like, I need to make the home homier. Women start fluffing again. And it's not until you hear because your women will rearrange and they'll literally step back and go, I want new dishes, says Alasia. I know. I have a wonderful assortment of coffee mugs and I look at them and think, and they're perfectly fine. And I think, I need new coffee mugs. These ones are boring. But then I try to bring myself to practicality and feasible responsibility, But I appreciate this man right here supporting the coffee mug fund. Makani draws $2 super sticker. You know what that is? Since she complained so much, you know what that deserves? So they're going to try to take these. Single-handedly moved Maria up to a $2 super sticker. Oh, it's a super sticker. Wait a minute. It's not a super chat. Super sticker. What does it look like? I hate that I can't see what that looks like. Thank you, Makani. I know we haven't chatted in a while. I do pop into your streams. I lurk. I do. Oh, dancing corgi. Perfect. Since we're talking about dogs and women and how much we're alike in some ways. Don't take that the wrong way. Okay. I love dogs. Dogs are wonderful and they're man's best friend. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about a woman. I hope you're doing well, Makani. One day we got to figure out how to have an impromptu art party with you because I think that would be hilarious and fun. It's just that his work schedule doesn't work when I normally have the art party, which, by the way, we're going to make an announcement for that here soon. We might paint pumpkins. I've got a couple of people that are interested, and maybe on the art party we paint pumpkins. Women, this is how I want the house. Men, I don't like it. Women, you're allowed to do that. I don't make the rules. I just have my DNA. It is what it is. My bedroom still isn't decorated beyond the necessities. And I've been in this house for almost well, what's holding you back, Chrysanth? Is it fear? To conquer that fear. When a woman does that, is it called nesting? Sort of. It's the same idea, but actually when a pregnant woman does that, that's when they call it nesting. She's getting ready for babies. This is why women, we have to watch ourselves because of hormones and whatever like that. But like women get obsessed with making the house perfect. And they can become nags, and it's not because they want to be nasty people. It's almost like an instinctual safety preservation thing. I'm about to have a child, especially if it's the first one. We got to make sure everything's baby proof, even though the baby won't be walking for a year, but it'll be crawling, it's like, oh, we got to get the baby proofing. We got to make sure the name is solidified. We got to make sure that the walls are painted so the smell gets out. We got to make sure if the things are attached to the wall, and oh my gosh, do I have enough clothing? Do I have enough diapers? Move this over here. Oh, there's sunlight over here. I think that would be better for the baby over here. And unfortunately, that's just like how a woman's mind works on top of the other things that women have to think about when it comes to maintaining themselves, caring for their husband, caring for their family members, making sure that they still remember that they have to make breakfast and dinner, help pay the bills depending on the type of household that you have. She might still go to work. So it's a lot. Like, I can see where it's like it's good if a woman is able to have a husband that provides for them financially, because there's a lot that happens in a woman's brain, and there's a lot that a woman maintains and gives maintenance to around the home that is typically unseen, right? Unless you're another woman. That's just how it is. It's just normal. So if a woman's going through this very trying time and having a lot of these different protective thoughts, so that's what's called nesting, getting the nest ready for the eggs that are coming, for the baby that's going to be there. It's a protective thing. It's an instinctual thing. It's a beautiful thing. It shows care. When a woman is pregnant, and this isn't one size fits all, but when a woman is pregnant and she hasn't really done much of anything, you just kind of like, oh. Some women are so chill, like they have, if you will, the mind of a guy, where they're so chill, they're just like, it'll get done when it gets done. Most women aren't like that. Most women want the thing to get done, and they want to get it done now, right? Because and that's usually because there's so much on a woman's mind where she just can't constantly have this nagging thought of like, well, this didn't get done, and I need this to get done. If I can cross this off my list, I can focus my energy on something else. And I will admit, because most women find everything to be important, we have to learn what is and what is not important. But when you're hormonal, and I've never had a child, but from observation and just reading, when you're hormonal and your protective instincts have heightened, it's hard. I'm pretty sure I would assume Alasia could attest to that. It can be difficult to figure out what is important, what is not. What can be done later versus what needs to get done now. Because at the end of the day, if the crib is not made by the time the baby is born, that baby could sleep on the floor with a pillow. Like, it doesn't care. It's not going to hurt it unless your house has pesticides in the carpet or something. It's a mental load. Absolutely. It's exhausting, but part of who we are. I feel like all I'm doing is seeing a sob story. So I promise that's not my intention. It was so stressed about finding a doctor who would take my insurance. I never had time to nest, and stuff like that happens. 100%. 100%. Larry Knight, for some reason, has gifted. Wait. It's true. The inner urge to rearrange the house, they can do that, except my work does. 100%. Got to respect the boundaries. Larry Knight, for whatever reason, $40. I had to stop working on the floor because of my wife. She got so mad that her eyes changed from green to gray. I knew then that she takes making our house a great home really serious. I let her do it. I value you value your life, sir. Wow, I don't have a 40, but you know what? I could totally play. Wait, this one's 5. That's 10. We could totally play this one twice. One more time. Thank you, Larry. Thank you for stating how difficult it is to be a man, supporting an artist, and then also showing appreciation for your wife's instincts and heart, all in one super chat. I appreciate you, sir. You do too much. I swear. Every time anybody comes and supports the channel like this, and Larry, when you come in and you support like this, it always takes me back. I kind of have to keep talking so I don't get it caught up in the feels, because it's just like, who am I? Who am I? I don't understand. But I'm okay with it. It will go towards food at MegaCon, and maybe I'll get the master sword that I really wanted, that the decrepit master sword or something like that, or bills, whatever comes first. It's true. It's true. That's the balance too of trying to figure it out where it's like men and women value different things. There's some things that men value the same as women, vice versa. But when it comes to the home, guys just do what's simple and for the most part, simple and practical and efficient. Whereas women like to be cozy. They like to be comfortable. And that's not that sounds lazy, but it's more of like, especially traditional women, it's almost like you know how guys decorate their I say decorate, but like you were saying, your office space. Guys like I need this is where I spend my time. I need it to look a certain way. I need things to be within arm's reach. I need this to work for me. And it's the same thing with the comfort of a home being decorated, where it's like women exist there all the time. They want it to look nice. They want it to be comfortable. It's like if I have to live here, I need it to work for me. But then at the same time, the heart of a woman is that I want my friends and my family to be comfortable here as well. I want my friends and family to come in and feel like they're welcome. It's very rare that you find a woman who decorates her house so that people don't want to come visit. No, no, no. They want to get it done right when you're watching the most exciting football game. Can I get a witness? I don't know. I don't know. Even when I lived back at home, I can't say that I ever wanted to decorate stuff while my family was watching like football. Because usually I was watching. But maybe when a bored woman does it. This is again where men and women have to figure out, okay, it's nothing wrong with a woman wanting to decorate and whatever, but your man wants to watch football. Maybe do it in another room or wait and pick a different time. Balance. What do we always say at the brush hour? Balance is everything. Chicken nuggets sounds so good right now. You don't even know I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm going to make me a Barbie shake. I don't care that it says Barbie, but it's on the package because it's pink. It has like cashew. It's surprisingly, it has strawberries and cashews and all this kind of stuff in these little things. And then you mix it with some milk. And then I got to go to the store. I earned it. Thank you. I work hard over here to bring some substance to everybody's life. It's not even 10:30 here, and I'm waiting for wanting fried. Oh, 100%. There's no wrong time for fried chicken. It's one of my favorite foods. Hot dogs, fried chicken. So good. It's 11:23 over here. I think it's good enough for fried chicken. Arudai. Yeah, but Tabitha, we men can just do it later. It's no big deal, right? Just 5 minutes well, yeah, exactly. No, you bring up a valid point because again, men and women value different things and women have a lot on their minds. It's how God made us. Don't come at us and be like, "Oh, just calm down and don't think about it." It's not how a woman's brain is wired. A woman is very proactive in achievements of a different variety. Men are like kind of focused this way. Typically, women are focused this way. Women, as they always say, women multitask. They are trying to achieve everything at once, and women have to slow down, learn from men how to slow down and just kind of focus in the moment, you know. But it is true. You can ask a guy to do something and be like, I'll get to it later. And it's been 3 weeks. And a woman gets tired of begging a man to do it. So they're like, I'll just do it later. And then from what I understand, then the men start learning, oh, the women will just do it later. Like it's a subconscious thing and only jerks do it on purpose. But it's like a subconscious thing where it's building up this idea of like, well, if I don't get around to it, my wife will get to it. Even though the woman asked you to do it. I don't know. Not my lane. What can I attest to? Sevi had a traumatic event with a fishbone. Yeah, I understand that. That's true. I would rather everyone be cozy. I just don't have the eye for that kind of thing. You know, you do, Chrysanth. It just might look different than what everybody else's does. Like what for you, what is cozy? What is cozy? Me? Not in every part of my house or my home. I love when I lived back at with my parents. I love the idea of living in a tree. I'm one of these nature girlies. I love Lord of the Rings and Skyrim, and I'm just like, oh, the outdoors, bring them inside, just keep the bugs at bay. And so, like, I had a painting that a friend was giving away, this, I mean, giant painting, and it looked like tree bark to me. So I put that on one of my walls, and I got these chairs from, well, one of them was for the side of the road, and then another one was from an antique shop, one of those beautiful, ornate, uncomfortable reading chairs that was maroon velvet, and it was scarred and it was stained, and I cleaned it, but it still looked old and decrepit, and I loved it. And I put that around my wall of tree bark, and I put books, and I decorated with candles, basically a witch's hut. A very aristocratic witch's hut was the aesthetic that I solely desired. I have often said, if I had the time and the money and the space, Dumbledore's office would be my office. Mix me a library with an office like that. Perfect. I love the dark wood and the ornate treasures. And I had bird feathers. I had bird skulls. I often joked around and said that I had a pagan altar in my room. I didn't have a pagan altar, but it looked like that if you didn't know what it was. I like to collect odd bits and pieces of things, and then I would decorate it the way I had a Galadriel Barbie that I'd never opened. Okay, this was one of my prized possessions, was a Galadriel Barbie from way back in the day, and she was in the center of one of my shelves, and I just put stuff around it that eventually kind of looked like it was like I was making an offering to this Barbie doll. And you know what? I was okay with that. I'm comfortable in my Christianity, in my walk with God, that I can joke about it and be like, I had a pagan altar, and I just explained it to people. I don't worship Satan. I don't worship the spirits of the trees. I don't know. Jesus is my one and only, and I will die saying that. At least that is the goal. But I love that aesthetic. I do. I love the druid, the fantasy druid witch hut aesthetic. Does that make people comfortable? Does it make people comfortable to see bird skulls on somebody's desk? No. Does it make me comfortable? Yeah. Plus, I think part of it's the artistic experience. Like when you pick up a bird skull, like it's so fascinating. It's so delicate, and it's just so intricate, and it's just amazing to stare at. I don't have an obsession with dead things. It was just more of the intricacies, the creation of it. It's amazing. It's so amazing. And so I had things like that in my room. Now, if I had a whole house to decorate, I would not decorate my whole house that way. If I had a whole house to decorate, my office would be the druid witch's hut, and the rest of the house would be French provincial. Because I do love me some old things. Tabitha's wife, material indeed. Thank you. Chicken and waffles is goat. I know I was talking for women multitask and dry out the eggs in the process. What does that mean? Is that like a unkind biological slander? Or are you talking about cooking? Please be talking about cooking. Otherwise, that's really mean. Sorry, Tabitha. I have to leave. Danny's live stream is getting ready to start. Yes, support Danny. She's doing so good. We're just talking anyway. Yeah. As long as it's clean, though, I don't mind a Radagast hut. Anyway, we've gotten off the beaten trail. I appreciate all of you. You are a light in my life. Nomi has said, yes, tonight, couples therapy. We just haven't decided on a time. I'm going to assume around 7-ish. So follow me over on Kick, or you can follow me on my YouTube gaming channel. It is in the description box down below. Thank you for hanging out with me in the brush hour. Like I said, I have commissions open. I have four slots for commissions open if you need it. If you want to give a personalized gift for a friend, if you're a content creator and you want to use it for thumbnails, or t-shirt designs, logos, whatever the case might be, just let me know. Email me at dreamingtabitha@gmail.com. And all of that good stuff. Can we get the like a fool clip? Oh my word. Do you even have to ask? Hit the like button on your way out.
Oh wow.
I died.
Well,
Guys, I died.
well, there was a reason we were in the rowboat, Nomi.
How did you die?
Because she went in the water like a fool, What do you think the rowboat was for? Wait. Nomi, did you do it for the science?
I was trying to go get some ice cream.
You could have redeemed yourself and said, guys, I did it for the science, and I would have respected you. But since you did it for ice cream, I can't respect that.
I was gonna bring you some.
It's still not for the science.
Row your boat.
Gently down the street.
Down the street.
Man, this thing hurts.
Life is but a dream.